Hello everyone, it's me, John Not Domohead, the CEO of Duckworld K-Fad Enterprises. Or well, I like to pretend that I am, and that I am not running from the law in this lore that I just decided to make. Anyway, that's enough about me. The Duckworld King for Another Day tournament is almost upon us, and I want to give you a one-stop shop for all the information you could want on the event, so you can choose your character with confidence. Let's begin. First, let me explain what Duckworld King for Another Day is all about. In this event, you, the audience, will choose which of the 32 characters, or teams of characters, takes over Duckworld and the EVA Honor channel for one day. Each character has their own list of sources that the rips of their takeover will be themed around. This time around, the tournament bracket is in a double elimination format. This means that a character who loses in the top bracket drops to the bottom bracket before they drop at— yeah, okay, you get it. The bracket's also gonna swap characters in case of a rematch, like you'd expect. And I'll remind you, once the final four is reached, the tournament changes to single elimination. During the tournament, plenty of tracks representing the various fighters will be posted to the YouTube and Discord channels. Also, the Mojo will be getting a buddy, the Interviews channel. These interviews will be conducted by my good friend Sir Fetched, so check those out to get to know the cast better. Speaking of the cast, it's time for you to meet them. I'd stay and help, but my pizza rolls are done. I'll turn it over to the regular text-to-speech for now. If you can't stand them, consider turning on this video's captions. I'll see you on the other side.
Thanks, John. The always angry bird, the bird is back. Their source list contains rips related to birds, which includes Bird is the Word, or even the Bird Girl from Love Live. They also get music from any mobile games, like Raid Shadow Legends. Not a sponsor, by the way. Both of these sources can have no overlap, meaning they only get music that no other character already does. That includes bonus characters, but those won't be covered in this overview. The two biggest Pepsi lovers have teamed up to form, well, the Pepsi Lovers, and as such, they bring us rips about Pepsi, in addition to rips related to pizza or fast food, and games developed by Kid. Who is Kid? Do they have any good games other than Pepsi Man? I couldn't tell you. The spaghetti monster of spiders has gained their deserved power of flight. They bless the tournament with rips featuring music from Roblox, like the Mule theme, rips featuring the song Despacito, and rips related to flight or pasta. Gnomeo, Juliet, and Sherlock Gnomes have obtained a custom mecha robot to drill their way past the competition, one way or another. As you may expect, they get rips related to gnomes and to mechs. Knack is back, and he's now rather formidable too. He's got rips from the Knack games, cause why not, rips about money mother ducker, rips related to video game Donkey, which could include any of his songs, although not including Bubber Ducky, and best of all, music from other Sony Mascot series, like Spyro or Crash. They do not get rips related to King for a Day. To combat the Pepsi lovers, the Dr. Pepper Man and Coca-Cola Bear have formed the Pepsi Haters. This cool duo gets a spot of interesting sources, being rips related to any drinks other than Pepsi, and very poorly received media, which includes Bad Rats, Action 52, Sonic 06, and more. Griffin has brought along his other brothers. Apparently, they get rips of their podcasts, series, Trolls 2. So I guess they're podcasters or game journalists, or whatever. I dunno, but those examples look pretty good. Spore, Sims 4, Skyrim, Fallout 4, and more. In round 1, the McElroy brothers will face Pepsi Haters. The most happy artist of all time, Bob Ross, is ready to paint a path to victory. He's only got one source, but he believes that's all he needs to win over the voters. If we're speaking practically though, this source gives him music from art shows and games, which includes Flipnote, which yes, includes songs that were popular in that game. Epic. Ravioli Ravioli, the smallest dragon loli is here. Conrad has rips from anything related to Kyoto Animation, including anime such as Dragon Maid, K-On!, Lucky Star, and even Nichijou. I definitely pronounced all of those right. They also have rips about dragons, which notably includes Dragon Quest and Imagine Dragons songs, and not rips related to lolis, like the funny FBI meme song Baby I'm Yours. The most fruity forum fighter, Annoying Orange, and his funny stand doing your mom are going to slice up the competition with rips featuring Annoying Orange and RWJ themselves, and rips related to fruits, like the PPAP song I guess. Also, just because AO has a stando does not mean that he gets rips from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Sans has that, but that's in about 12 more characters. The hilarious Falling Cat baps into battle, now with quite the source list. They feature any music related to cats, like Nyan Cat, Cat Planet, or Eye of the Tiger, rips related to falling, like Everybody Do the Flop, Fallen Down, or any other song with falling in the name, wheelchair rips, and rips related to the YouTuber Pyrocynical, such as the game Cat's Cup. In round 1, Wheelchair Cat will rematch Kana Kamui. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is in. Yes, the actual games of Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles. They don't just get their games though, but any Sega console Sonic game, which would include the Sonic Adventure games. They also have Sonic Mania, plus music by Michael Jackson, as he entirely encompassed Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and rips featuring the character Knuckles. Holy shit. I'm in the tournament. And I'm technically not a self-insert because people voted for me to be in the first tournament, so here I am. Look at all these great sources I get: Rubber Ducky rips, Domo-related rips, as in the actual character Domo, Splatoon music, Domo Arigato Mr. Roboto, and Head It from Pokémon. Note that I do not get rips related to all ducks, just the rubber ones. Also, that Domo's source is surprisingly good, as Domo has a few games and even albums. Those albums are Domo Loves Chiptune and Domo Loves Christmas, which have some songs that you may recognize, such as Close to Me or Christmas Wrapping.
Hey there! How are you enjoying the presentation so far? That's all the returning fighters. But before we move on to the new challengers, let's have a brief word from our sponsors.
It's Docking Mario. Super Mario Bing Bing Wahoo. Mario gets Mario and Mario. Like Mario. Or Mario. Mario. Wahoo. It's Docking Crab. Crab is a Duck World character that appeared first during last tournament, but now they've actually joined. They obviously get rips related to crabs, but also beach levels and such. Nice. In round 1, Crab will face the bird. The king of Minecraft parodies himself, Captain Sparkles, digs his way into the tourney. The Minecraft rep gets Minecraft songs and song parodies, but also music made by Captain Sparkles, which did you know, he actually makes music? In round 1, Captain Sparkles will face Knack. The ultimate villain of the Duck World server, Duckbox Gang is in. This Ilyushin group of Duckboxes hacked into Duck World after last KFAD, but this time they're attempting to win properly. Their source list includes rips related to alternate dimensions, universes, and such, music from Pokémon Sun, Moon, and Yusum, and rips related to boxes, like music from Boxboy. You should vote responsibly, but also be aware of the possible danger if you vote against them. In round 1, Duckbox Gang will face Sonic 3 and Knuckles. The dankest and most racist, and also satanic engine brings music related to any vehicles or driving in general, like We Like to Party, Initial D songs, or minor Duck World meme, school bus pictures. They also have British television shows, including Mr. Bean. But like, you could have just read the source list to know all that. In round 1, Thomas the Tank Engine will face me, Domo Head. Please vote responsibly. Oh god, oh duck. Let me get this one over with quick. Like all of the other character segments aren't also quick, okay, this duo gets hunting games, but also games, dog rips, including Snoop Dogg, and NES games, but crucially with no overlap. In round 1, Duck Hunt will face Bob Ross. To combat Duck Hunt, I've enlisted Kirby and Kazooie to take them down. At least, I think they're two separate characters. I've also heard that Kazooie is just a big suspicious tumor. Well, they obviously get Kirby and Banjo-Kazooie music. Definitely not bad, although a bit bland, don't you think? The worst submission, even worse than Mario, has made it in. This character has no right to exist, but here we are. The duck posting channel in Duck World is a competitor in the tournament. They took my source of real-life ducks and also get music about chat or voice programs such as ringtones or the song Discord by the Living Tombstone. In round 1, Duck Posting will face Mechanome. He may not have joined the actual KFAD, but Sans the Skeleton is happy to join Duck World KFAD. He's got rips related to Shonen Jump, like My Hero Academia, Yu-Gi-Oh!, or yes, JoJo. JoJo. Also, he has any boss theme composed by Toby Fox, which includes Undertale bosses, but means no Undertale. In round 1, Sans will face Flying Spaghetti Monster. Another rejected character from KFAD has joined Duck World. Legendary swordsman Cloud Strife rolls into battle with a bit more sources than before. In addition to all Final Fantasy songs, he also gets its spin-offs, like Kingdom Hearts, so that's neat I guess. It's them, the best sex rep out of any KFAD parody. Snip and Clip is here. This constantly looted duo cuts their way in and brings music from Snipperclips and Snipperclips Plus, rips related to Paper, like even Paper Mario, and of course, rips related to loots. Sex. Porn. This includes Honeypop, Nekopara, MTC, and even music notable for being used by artists like -8. In round 1, Snip and Clip will face Pepsi lovers. Pineapple Fanta and I created the worst character and have added them to the tourney. This is Corn from Fire Emblem, stuck inside a giant can of Arizona iced tea. Not a sponsor. Canned corn brings Fire Emblem music, rips related to vegetables, with a focus on corn, and even vaporwave tracks, as Arizona iced tea is known for having that aesthetic. The greatest character in all of LEGO Star Wars, the LEGO Gonk Droid is here. They obviously get rips related to LEGO and Star Wars. LEGO game soundtracks are actually pretty good though, like LEGO Island in particular. In round 1, Lego Gonk Droid will face Cloud. The bestest and most iconic character from the Sea of a Gunner Beta Mix Direct, RG-Ag Tag Ag Ag is in. They may have gotten robbed of a slot there, but Duck World has them covered, and with an actual source list too. RG-Ag Tag Ag Ag gets rips related to gibberish or nonsense, like Scatman, Rubber Band, or Chaka-Ron Macaron, rips related to stick figures, like the Henry Stickmin or Vid Ribbon games, the theme of the Betamix Quickfire segment versus Fighting Placeholder Team, and, the most complex source, rips directly related to the Sea of a Gunner Betamix chumps, not from Quickfire. What this source means is, they get rips that fully represent at least one character revealed in the Sea of a Gunner Betamix Direct, but not any of the characters from the Quickfire at the end of it. This is generally just one song per character, and does not reflect the character's source lists. So for example, they could get "But Not You" to represent Max, or "Let It Be" to represent Roman Beater, or a rip that includes all members of the Cool Meme team. Phew. Hope that explains it well enough. In round 1, RG-Ag Tag Ag Ag will face Annoying Orange. The actual character that no one has actually heard of, the alien Domino character from the game No One Can Stop Mr. Domino, is in. Mr. Domino himself was supposed to join, but I suppose he was too shocked at the invitation that he threw himself off of a building. So, this thing has taken his place. It may be a good thing though, because in addition to Dominoes and Endless Runners, they also get rips featuring aliens, which gives them the whole Metroid, Half-Life and Pikmin series, for example. Oh, and the other sources are alright too. In round 1, Domino will face Canned Corn. The lonely dino of the deserts, Chrome Dino. This little friend brings rips related to dinos, deserts, Google games, web browsers, which gets them Hypnospace Outlaw, and even discontinued online services, as they are now offline. So, if you want to make a funny Wii Shop mashup, Chrome Dino's your pick. Or if you wanted to make that epic Gadgets rumor range, but VGM Trans gave you D-Gamer music instead. Here come Dat Boy, oh shit what up. The most relevant meme right now, Dat Boy rolls up into the tournament. He of course gets frog rips, which includes Frogger and Crazy Frog, in addition to cycling themes, the funny Soulja Boy song, and any 2013 to 2017 meme songs, excluding those started or popularized by Sea of a Gunner. That still includes the Harlem Shake, Rap Pin for Jesus, Bring Me to Life, John Cena, Shooting Stars, and I'm sure there's more. Pretty dank mate. In round 1, Dat Boy will face Kirby and Kazooie. Zelda. 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 In round 1, Zelda will face Mario. The Burger King boys, HG and Radicool, have made it into another tournament. They were originally just a bonus character, like RG-Ag Tag Ag Ag was too, but after winning RG-Ag Tag Ag Ag's Super Duper Epic Duck World K-Fad 2 for another day parody tournament for bonus characters for a period of time tournament, I think they've earned a spot in the main roster. Also because they beat Garfield to death and shot up his corpse, and we needed someone to replace him. Anyway, their source list gives them any music from the game and watched Shovel Knight, Golden Sun, and Hollow Knight series. Dope. In round 1, HG and Radicool will face Chrome Dino.
So, that's everyone. Do you have a favorite or two? I hope you do, because now I'll show you how to vote for them. At first, matches will start 4 times a day, every 6 hours. The first few rounds will even have 2 matches posted at a time. Each match lasts 24 hours, and there'll be some break days too. If you check in every day at about the same time, you should be able to vote in them all. The winner of each match is decided via a Google Forms poll. When a match begins, a video will be uploaded showing who is fighting who. click the link below the video to cast your vote. And be careful, once you lock your vote in, you cannot change it. Once the poll ends, the winner will be announced in another video on the channel. The most important thing to remember is to vote responsibly. Don't just vote for the character you like the most. Or do, I can't enforce it. But you should consider the types of rips they have to offer. You may be surprised by some of the characters' music selections. Well, that about wraps up what you need to know to participate in the Duck World King for Another Day tournament. I hope you're as excited for the tournament finally happening as I am. Normally, this is where Domo would say, "It's coming soon, TM." Or, "It'll happen eventually, I promise." But finally, it's safe to say that the tournament will truly be happening soon, TM. With great pride, it's time to unveil the tournament intro sequence. Thanks for joining us, and I'll see you when the battle begins!